Hey there, how you doing? It's Bill Patton, Infinite Vision Coach, and today I'm going to handle some objections that people might have about doing visual training. Why? Why is it important? I want you to take a moment to think about what are your objections. Think about that for a moment. I'm going to run through a few. If there are more that you think of, put those in the notes and I'll gladly. Objection number one is somebody who says, I tell my people to watch the ball or keep their eye on the ball, and that's enough. So if you've been watching for any period of time, then you know that that's actually not true. And so watch the ball is not specific enough, and there are some very specific cues and skills that you can teach that will improve vision. They'll improve the mental game of a player. If you avoid saying keep your eye on the ball, then you're less likely to have players who will have pinpoint vision of the ball. So we get into, what to do instead. That's really important. Objection number two, visual training is too woo-woo. And, it's a little too spooky. I'm mindful of that. I first started with all of this content creation, and when I started really getting into the visual training, it all started with the inner game of tennis, which, some people struggle with. What I try to do is be as practical as possible. Give concrete examples of successes in people's lives, specific skills and training that will make visual acuity better decision making, all that stuff. Very practical. And welcome to feedback. If something sounds really esoteric, let me know. Another objection is I spend all my time on technique, right? Because there's this idea that because of muscle memory and what it takes to have very refined strokes, that all the emphasis has to be on that. But I will say this, it's visual skills that actually might be the missing piece and can save you a tremendous amount of time in developing strokes when you have a really well-established contact point that the person knows where it is and they know how to get there. That was number three. Now we're going to go on to number four. There are so few practical things I can teach from it. Well, actually, there are many practical things that can be taught. And so in the course that I have, there are 30 different videos, and each one has a couple of different takeaways from it. Different outcomes that will happen, different things to do. Maybe, some of them, it's kind of a change your mindset about some things. There's almost always a practical thing to do. The stuff is too technical, and I'm just a simple coach. Well, and that's where, I've done a lot of the technical studying and thought through it an awful lot and tried to present things in the simplest possible way, but not simpler. I don't want anybody to be confused either by being incredibly complicated in the way it's delivered, or by being too simplistic and leaving something out that's really essential. So anyway, so those are some of the top objections that I could come up with on my own, just thinking it through, but I would love to hear yours. And the course is available for $27. Normally it's going to be $197 coming up, along with a certification. So you can get a certification, Infinite Vision Coach certification that will come with that. The course is $27. When it goes back up to $197, then the certification will be included. But for $27, you get the course, and then later you'll get an offer for the certification coming up when the new course is ready, and you'll get some savings on that for being an early adopter. So anyway, thank you. We'll see you in the next one. Please hit like and subscribe and scroll down, look through all the incredible things. Thank you, HeadPen, for the rackets. Thank you, SwingVision, for making me an ambassador, and Blazepods for making me an ambassador. And thank you. Have a great day.